Wow. I mean, I've taken down so many notes whilst you were talking, and I kind of underlined the mindset part because personally, I feel really that strongly that it is a mindset game.
Yeah.
And like you said, resourcefulness, I'm very big on that. Like I literally made a YouTube video yesterday where I was talking about the story of the woman in the Bible in Second Kings chapter 4, who had olive oil when her husband passed, and the slave owners were coming to take her kids,
Hmm.
because her husband left, debts.
Yeah.
And she went home and took olive oil, got containers, poured it, went onto the marketplace, sold them, and then the prophet Elijah said, "You get to use the rest of the money to live on, not to go and shop,
Exactly.
not to go and party, to live on." So what that
Hmm.
meant was that she had to make sure that that money kept giving.
Yeah.
So she had to definitely invest it into something because you cannot keep spending. You will definitely run short. So for
Yeah.
me, it's about really being resourceful. And I personally, believe that there's plenty of resources, untapped resources. I
Yeah.
call Africa the first mover advantage continent. And I'd like for you to expand on this resourcefulness. What are some of the things that young people can be doing right now? Can you give us maybe five things that they can be doing right now to tap into the resources that we have on the continent, which I know very well about?
Yeah. Um, well, there are many things that, young people can do. Fortunately, this year, I have a tradition I do since 2017 or 16, where every year I analyze the previous year, previous activities, and I anticipate what may happen in the coming year. And I write a playbook. I call it a playbook, and I email to all my clients and communities for them to read and prepare for the next year. And the key word for this year was resourcefulness. There's going to be possibly recession, there's going to be possibly inflation, there's going to be a lot. It's already happening in a software, but there's going to be maybe in a bigger scale. And of course, at the same time, there's going to be the rise of new institutions and technology. We're already seeing open AI here and there. We're seeing the fall of crypto kings and rise of new kings. Things are going to be shaking up here and there. And the people that are going to win are the people who are resourceful. You have gone a step ahead. You're not allowing these things to influence you, to drain you, but you are trying to cut in between the noise and the lines to see what can I pick, what can I not pick, what can I focus on, all of that. And it is very important that young people should be aware of this across the African continent, and especially for my young people across the Africa. The first thing I want to talk about is clarity of your path is very important. It's difficult to be resourceful when you are everywhere and yet you are nowhere. People that are winning in any industry or are disruptors anywhere you find them, you understand that they have picked a path where they have made up their minds to become industry captains. But if you keep doing or keep living your life in a place where you only seek for opportunities, where you see money, you are not making the right decisions. If you still pick a path in life because you think there's so much money in that path, then you're using the wrong matrix in making a very important decision. And I always say, in my years of business consulting, I can tell you money is in every area. That's why at some point I don't believe in niches. Everything is a niche to somebody. Everything is in. You can try a business and you fail in that business. You see another human being making millions in that same business. So you just need to find what works for you and make good use of it. And that's why the first point for me is your clarity of the path that you have chosen. What industry do you want to win in is very important. And then number two is we need to pay the price of mastery. Young people we need to be willing to pay the price of mastery. I always say something funny, and I think it's a very important fact that whether you like it or not, when you have chosen the path of mastery, something will suffer in your life. You don't achieve mastery and things remain the same. In the journey of mastery, some things must suffer in your life. Number one, either your sleep will suffer. Number two, either your social life will suffer. Number three, either the places you go will suffer. And I will add for the fun part for couples, number four, either your sex life is going to suffer. You don't have the time to having sex anyhow, right? So things are going to suffer in your life in one way or the other. So, and the challenge is, and I just wrote an article right now, which I'll be publishing a short article, and I said, you cannot be under 35 as a young person in Africa and you're talking about work-life balance. I don't think it makes sense because you don't have a stable career, you don't have stable income. If you stop making money, stop coming in now, I'm not sure your bank account can finance for the next 12 months without you going broke. So if you are very comfortable and talking about work-life balance and you are not serious, and as a minister of God, I actually had to quote Jesus. There's a verse that Jesus was talking about in John chapter 9, verse 4. Jesus said, I must walk the works of him that sent me while it is day. As a young person between the age of 15 and 25, that is your day. When you're 50 downward, that is your night. You don't have the energy and the brain power to do the things that you could do when you were 18 and 25, 18 and 35. You see? So we young people in Africa need to understand how to pay the price of mastery between the age of 18 and 35. That is a very critical age. If you don't become the best in your field at that age, you're going to struggle a lot. And we're entering a dimension in the marketplace where the marketplace no longer celebrates generalists. The marketplace celebrates experts. The world is too noisy. You can basically learn anything on the internet right now. So general knowledge is no longer powerful. It was in the 1980s and 1970s when maybe you could know how to read and write and you are celebrated in Africa. Right now, it doesn't make sense. If you cannot be an expert in your field and help somebody create transformation in what they're doing as a professional, you will definitely may not be relevant in the marketplace. So to tap into resourcefulness, our young people need to be willing to pay the price for mastery. And the third thing I'll talk about is building quality relationships. There are many popular people that don't have relationships. Because everybody does not mean that you have a relationship. And building the right relationships will position you in a place where you get access to a lot of things. Access to information, access to opportunities, and especially opportunities. Many young people are struggling in Africa because they don't have access to opportunities. Let me tell you something about God. Everybody is equally talented, but not everybody has access to equal opportunities. Everybody is equally talented, but you need to do your part to grow to get access to opportunities. And you get access to opportunities faster when you know more people, when you have the ability to build relevant relationships. And one of the foundations of building relevant relationships is make sure that you are a person of value. Nobody likes a vampire or a drainer. You're always taking, you're always draining, you're always sucking out. What are you bringing? So you need to in-depth me. I always say something. I have many guys that owe me. Trust me, I will in-depth you a lot that the day I come for help, you'll be honored to help me. It's a secret in life, right? So
how to win friends and influence people.
Exactly. You see, if next time I'm coming to UK, I'm definitely gonna call you.
Absolutely.
Right? So young people need to learn how to invest in building relevant relationships. And even when you study the Bible, you understand the secret of relationship. And if you look at the life of Joseph, if Joseph did not in-depth the butler by translating his dreams, that butler would not have remembered Joseph before the king. God blesses men through men. Oh, and God can desire to bless you, but your bad character can stop your divine helper from blessing you.
I love this conversation. I love this conversation.
Right? So this is something that many young people don't understand.
And the thing about what you've just said is exactly what I said yesterday, this morning, actually, to my young and independent people. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that point just hits on the nail. And I said to them that, listen, guys, something has got to give in life. Life is a give and take. There's no free lunch, nothing. Yeah. I've told you guys that I'm willing to put my time aside to coach you, to your breakthrough in 2023. but I've asked you guys to share this link, and I need 100 people to follow this link, to follow this profile on Medium. If I don't get it, you guys won't see me on that WhatsApp group. And one of them texted me and said, "Oh no, coach, don't do that. 22 people have followed." I said, "Well, these 22 people, if they really care about what I have to offer, will get to that 100 if they really want it. It's not about everyone. Everyone on this platform, we've got like 179. They can all do it. But if 22 people are more serious about doing it, they will find a way to get to the 100. It's a matter of principle, and people need to understand that in life. You have to give to take to receive.
That exactly takes me to the next point of being resourceful. I always say that as a young person, if you are not willing to pay people who know, who have gone ahead, and who have produced results to teach you, you're going to find it difficult to make it in life.
The transformation is in the transaction.
Exactly. We need to be willing to invest in our own selves. And trust me, it's a big challenge. I have been in the business of training and coaching and consulting in Africa for 12 years today. The most difficult thing that we try to work with is having young people being willing to pay for what will change their lives.
They're not even willing to buy my book, which is 5,000. I mean, I sent that book below the price in the UK, and I was like, guys, I've paid for the shipping. Just get the book for 5,000 and experience your transformation. I'm like, 5,000. I'm like, how much do you spend to do your hair? That's not even the cost of braiding hair.
Yeah, so it is, and until our young people grow to that dimension where they are willing to find those who have what they want and pay, they will remain struggling. Because let me tell you something. There are certain dimensions of knowledge that nobody will teach you in an open platform.
Yeah, I agree.
Even the fact, I always go. Thank God you're in the kingdom. So even when I'm speaking in the corporate world, I'll bring my God and bring my.
I love kingdom. I say that the Bible is as practical as it is. It's as practical as it is spiritual. Every single answer that we're looking for on planet Earth is in the Bible. Exactly. God already sorted everything out.
Is there? There's a dimension of God that you will not get by just waking up in the morning and say, Father, thank you for today. Go before me in Jesus' name. Amen. Right? So when you tarry in his presence a bit longer, he's also going to trust you with some insights and some power and whatever you need more. So it is the same in our careers and in our businesses as young people. If you keep coming and reading, I write almost every day, share on my blog. Yeah, that's a lot of information and all of that. But there are deeper insights and practical stuff that can create more transformation that you're not going to see in public, right? You can watch a podcast like this. Yeah, I'm going to say very smart stuff and all of that. But trust me, there are way deeper insights and structures than what you are getting. And like for every other expert,
and a more tailored experience.
Tailored to you. Yeah. Exactly. Tailored to you. So if young people need to grow to that dimension where they can pay and talk to three types of people: the people that know, the people that have gone ahead in the path that they want to go, and number three, the people that have produced results. And for some of them, they'll be so lucky to find these three in one. For some of them, you may find just one. There are some people who just know. What they know is still relevant. There are some people that they have gone ahead, like people who are just way older. There is you can find a mother or a father. That person may not speak good English like you and I, but trust me, they have gone ahead. They have seen some things in life that will likely repeat in your own lifetime. So just sitting down and shutting up to listen can open your eyes to certain things. Number three, people that have produced their results in the path that you desire. There are some people that when you look at them, you see the results that they have manifested in what they do. So you need to sit under them, buy their book, go for their mentorship, do whatever you can do, and get access to it. And then the last part about resourcefulness is you need to be curious and consistent in your curiosity. You need to be curious, be hungry to know more. Don't be comfortable. Don't be stagnant. When we're no longer in a world where, as it used to be, socially continue to be. We have passed that. In the business world right now, it takes less than 2 weeks for the markets to change. It takes less than 2 weeks for a new company to disrupt a whole industry. It takes less than 1 day for Elon Musk to make one tweet, and the whole economy is shaking because a human being made one tweet in less than
I was just about to
8
talk
words.
about that dude to say that it took 1 single day for me to lose about $10K on the stock market.
Exactly. So it's
yeah.
crazy. So if we are not curious as young people, especially in Africa, where many at times our economy is slow, but we are now in a generation where if you are doing anything in Africa, you are not doing for Africans. You are competing with a
The
Japanese. You are
world.
competing with
Yeah.
a Chinese at the same
Yeah.
time, because as long as you have plugged on the internet, you have
Yeah.
gone beyond your village already. You have gone
Absolutely.
beyond your community. You are now
Yeah.
competing with all continents at the same time.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Wow. I love what you just said. The last thing you just said. And I told Fritz and Kenyo this morning when they said that when they are going to uni, because they're both studying IT, people call them now Mr. Young and Independent because they're actually trying to push the message. And I said to them that, well, good for you, that people can identify you with
Yeah.
personal development and financial a quest for financial freedom. That's a
That's the best gift.
fantastic,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish I knew that when I was 10. I would have been way further than where I am.
Talk to me about this. And I'm like, if someone had held my hand and showed me this path, oh my God. Oh
Yeah.
my God. And I'm saying to them that you should be really proud of this because right now, many young people don't know that every single thing they do on the internet, they leave a digital footprint, and that comes to
Exactly.
either bite them in the bum or raise them up.
Exactly.
No, there's no, faffing around. Like, keep posting nudity and all those stupid posts that you're making on social
It will
media.
come back after
It
you
will
tomorrow.
come back to bite your bum.
Yeah.
And I got a message from my uni where I did my MBA, and my university professor for entrepreneurship, he texted me on LinkedIn and he was like, "Oh, Tamanda, I see that your entrepreneurial skills are coming to bear. Would you like to come and give a talk to my current MBA students? How you make 7 different sources of income using your phone." So I was like, okay, good. So you've been watching my space, yeah? So people don't understand that people are
Yeah.
watching you.
Well,
Big Brother's
watching.
eyes on you every time. If you've ever gone on the internet, you've left a footprint. What you should be concerned about what that footprint is right now.
Yeah.
And when I say to them that guys, if you don't use technology, it's gonna use you. They think I'm just uh, blabbing or blurting out words, but they don't understand. And I'm really glad you did mention it, that every time that we do stuff, we're actually competing with the world. But every time we do stuff, we're actually putting ourselves in front of the entire world. That's just
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.